Convo went nowhere. Yeah, because it's the way that it always is, man. It's just the way that the conversations is. It's why whenever it comes to Tuggz, I didn't even want to have the convo, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to spin it. He's going to spin it. He's going to spin it. This is what he does. This is how he always is. He'll take a conversation from point A. He'll walk it. He'll deny, walk that point all the way back around, come back to point A, reference the point, talk about this or that to make it flip the situation, and then he'll talk about the point again. And at this time, the point, it's flipped on you. It's no longer him. And he's a dude. The thing with Mehdi, and this is OOC, the thing with Mehdi is that he is a master with manipulation when it comes to speaking. It is his trait in all his characters. He did it on fucking did it on Brian Knight. That's why he was the best cop in that fucking server. He's done it on Nino. He's doing it on Tuggz. He's a master at taking something and flipping it 100 fucking times to gaslight your ass into thinking that he's right, you're wrong, this is all on you. Well, just like, again, I knew for a fact that they have a group. They have an organization type group in the mornings. What all information, I don't know, but I know that there's a group. He denies that there's a group because, again, he knows that there shouldn't be a group in the morning. So he's probably under some, some low key, we're a group, but we're not a group. Don't tell anybody, but we're going to hang out in the morning and do our own thing, which it is what it is. Right? But don't sit there and tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I know what I'm talking about, and then to flip the bitch and to keep denying it when you're caught out. With the Gomer situation, right? Like, I know that Gomer said some more shit. Just tell me what he said. Oh, he didn't say nothing. Well, now I know you're fucking bullshitting me. You know what I mean? So it's the little things that aggravate the fuck out of me. And it's so hard for him just to be square and just to tell me exactly what's going on. You tell me what's going on, we're cool. That's it. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for you to even, I shouldn't have even said the hit me up thing, right? Because I was being open with him there for a second. I should have known he was going to flip it and make that the entire conversation when that was just a snippet of what we were actually talking about. You know what I mean? So chat, listen, I don't care if his chat's being toxic. My chat's being toxic. That's how RP is. RP's full of a bunch of people who just want to sit in chats and be toxic towards each streamer and each other's boys, whatever. You can't have a problem with anybody without them being toxic. So I'm not pressed about that. It is what it is. Happens here, happens there. That's just RP, man. I've been doing this for 5 years. I know how shit works. So I don't give a shit. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all the only motherfuckers I give a shit about talking. But I'm saying I know how he plays. I know how he talks. I know that I'm not wrong in some of these stances. Yeah, sure, maybe I thought he was doing more jobs than what he actually was. But again, that wasn't even the premise of the conversation. The premise of the conversation is when it's gang related shit, you telling people when you're the only one around, yeah, it's a burden, but that's you. 2 weeks ago, you said that's what you were going to be. You were going to be the connection. Word for word, the connection for the gangs from night to morning. Yeah, it's a burden, but that's what you're doing. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't sit there and play I say victim lightly, not victim as in, but victim as in like, oh man, I don't have enough time in the day. It's like, I'm sorry, that sucks, but like, you're the only person I can rely on to ask information from. That's it. No one else can I rely on to ask information from, And I didn't even bring up the static war. I didn't even bring up the war before that, where every single time, if there's someone who has a one-on-one meeting with a fucking gang, it's Tuggz. And that's just, bro, that you can't do that because you're not Vinny, you're not an OG. You shouldn't be doing that. But even I don't call that out because it's not my place to call that out. It's one of the OG's place to call that out. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I knew that conversation wasn't going to go anywhere. We all knew that conversation wasn't going to go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. It is what it is, in my opinion, man. I'm not stressed over it. It happens. We tried, but I don't think shit's going to change. That's all.